Are you an actor or creative about to make the big move to Los Angeles, but you're feeling kind of overwhelmed? Well, you're in the right place. Hey guys, I'm Ashley. I'm an actress here in Los Angeles for nearly a decade now, and I'm going to be sharing with you the top 5 things I highly recommend you should do before moving to Los Angeles and the order in which you should do them. Make sure to stick around to the end because I do have a little bonus tip for you. Now, let's get into it. Money makes the world go round, baby. What? Tip number 1, have a job lined up, secured, ready to go. This will cause you so much less worry. So wherever you are, your hometown, start applying to jobs in Los Angeles, okay? Ask them for a Zoom interview. Tell them that you're moving here. Give them your ideal start date. I'd recommend 1 to 2 weeks before you move here. Then start working. So if you move here January 1st, 2024, I would say start the job the 8th or the 15th, just so you can get your bearings, just so you can unpack, maybe explore a little bit. That is tip number 1, secure a job. Can you get a job while you're out here? Sure, but it's just like one less thing off your checklist. If you work for a major company, I worked for a Marriott hotel, so I got a job at a Marriott hotel looking to the possibility of transferring, or maybe you want to get a job related to your craft as an assistant in the dancing, acting, singing sphere. But that is tip number 1, secure that job. Tip number 2 is have a place to live. What? Shelter? Yes, so now after tip number 1 and you have a job and you approximately know this is how much you're gonna make a month, then you can start doing math. You can start budgeting and seeing where can I afford to live in one of the most expensive states in America, Los Angeles. So now that you know how much you're gonna make a month, you gotta take into consideration how much do you need to survive for rent and utilities, and if you have a car payment, gas. If you don't have a car, public transportation pass, acting classes, food, if you want to have a social life, all of that. So you have to have a place to live. So do your research. A lot of commercial auditions happen in Hollywood. A lot of theatrical auditions happen in Hollywood, Burbank area, if you want to kind of be native to that. But wherever you live, just do your research. Look up that apartment complex online, look at the Google reviews, or look at the Yelp reviews. Talk to the management, talk to the landlord. When I moved here, I Skyped with the apartment owner 3 times so I can see that he was a real person, gave me a tour and everything. So do your research. Make sure it's kind of like central to LA. You don't want to be like super far where you have to be driving in gas and traffic. And a personal tip is live close to where your job is. This isn't mandatory. It's just traffic here sucks, and just have like one thing easy for you to just like live where you work. It's just like one less thing off your plate. But research where you're gonna live. Tip number 3, have a savings. What? I know it's America. They do not teach us financial literacy, kids, but we must have a savings. Okay, how much, you say? I would recommend a minimum of 6 months of your expenses. So now you know your job, now you know how much your rent is because you found a place to live and all your expensive. At least 6 months of that. I would really say a year if you can, but 6 months, just because you may move here, maybe the place is not what you were thinking, or your roommate wasn't what you're thinking, or you want to change jobs. 6 months is enough time to kind of give you enough time to maybe look for a new job, interview for your new job, get the first paycheck from that new job, or find a place to live and move and settle. It's just like life is unpredictable. We don't know. There could be a whole nother round of the Rona. We have no idea. So minimum 6 months saving. I kid you not. In my 10 years of living here, I would have been homeless a multitude of times if I did not have a savings. You need that cushion. This life is unpredictable, kids. Hey guys, I'm Ashley. I interview artists of color on this channel. I upload educational videos such as this one, and I always upload daily motivational reels to keep you guys going. I'd appreciate if you subscribed, if you like videos like this and more. Now back to the tips. Tip number 4 is having your acting profiles ready to go. The top 2 casting websites that I would say this is where your focus should be are number 1, Casting Networks. This is where most of the commercials are being cast. And number 2, Actors Access. This is where all the theatrical roles, TV and film are being cast. On both of these websites, you want 4 main things. You want your headshots to show your pretty little face. You want your credits. Along with your credits, you want the real footage from those credits. And you want your skills listed. Along with those skills listed, you want the footage of you doing said skills. So now let's say if you're like, hey, I'm starting out, or maybe I don't like my headshots, or these headshots are not the best, that's fine. Just put a photo of your pretty face online. Get your tripod, get your phone, put it in self-timer, go against a blank wall, and put a picture of yourself. We have to have these profiles set up so they know who you are, okay? That's headshots, or if you need to take a picture of yourself just to get started, we all get started somewhere. Number 2 is your credits. So whatever student films, indie films, short films, web series, if you got some network stuff, what? Impressive. Whatever you have, make sure all your credits are listed. But you're like, wait, Ashley, I don't have any credits. That's okay. At some point, nobody had credits. Put where you have taken classes, put your training. So the classes you've taken in your hometown or maybe on Zoom, whatever your training is, list that instead of any credits if you don't have any, okay? Number 3, now you're saying, hey, I need real footage of my credits, of the stuff I've done, but what if I haven't done anything? What do I put? Always put video of yourself on these profiles. It will help you get seen and help you get cast. So if you don't have any real footage from any credits, that is okay. I would recommend filming them. We all have fancy iPhones. Some of us even have fancy cameras. I would say put one comedic scene and one dramatic scene. You can either write a little scene with a friend, you can pull some acting scenes from online and just shoot a 2-person scene with you and your friend, of course, showcasing you doing comedy and drama. But then you're like, what if I don't have a friend to shoot this with, or what if I don't want to write this out? Find a way. Do a monologue. One comedic monologue, one dramatic monologue. Casting wants to see you and your ability. We got to see you in motion on camera, okay? And then skills. What did you grow up doing your whole life? Skills, list your skills. And a bonus is having a clip of you doing said skill. Now, on both of these websites, Casting Networks and Actors Access, they have so many skills. And I know us actors, we're like, we want to do everything. We want to click on everything. But no, be real. Let's not waste the client's time. For your skills, it's if somebody were to ask you right now, today, while you're watching this video, come on set, what skills could you proficiently do right now in this moment? Those are the skills that you have to be clicked off, okay? So again, in summary, having those acting profiles set up, Casting Networks and Actors Access, you have your headshot or the picture you took, you have your credits with the real footage, or where you have trained and the comedic and dramatic scene you filmed, or the comedic and dramatic monologue you filmed, you have your skills listed, and bonus if you have those skill clips. So with these 2 websites, even prior, before you come to Los Angeles, on Casting Networks, you can actually click that you're unrepresented and looking for representation, and agencies will be scouting unrepresented talent. What? So you're already getting a head start prior to coming here. Now on Actors Access, they do have something called Talent Link, which is a one-time fee where you can be put in this pool of actors for a month that are unrepresented, saying, hey agents, hey managers, I'm looking for rep. So both of these websites, you want to make sure you have them filled out to the T, and you can even get a head start by saying you're looking for rep. Tip number 5. So now we have our job, we have our place, we have our savings, we have Casting Networks and Actors Access all set up. Now let's research what agencies you want to be with. Look, I know you're excited. You're like, I just want an agent. I just want to start auditioning. I just want to start booking. I get it, but we want to be intentional about our careers, right? There's a bunch of agencies out here, hundreds, if not thousands. Some are good, some are bad, and some are scams. Let's just be real. So we want to do our research. How do you research agencies? You can say like top commercial agencies, top theatrical agencies in Los Angeles. You can do that. And then I would highly recommend having an IMDb Pro profile. That way, if you find a commercial agent, you go on that profile, see how many clients they have, see who their top bookers are. Maybe you message those top bookers on social media and be like, hey, how's your experience with this agency going, right? Or you can check the agency's social media accounts. Are they actively posting bookings? Do they have, people on there that you're like, they kind of look like they're my category? Again, maybe DM them, ask them about the experience. You just want to do your research, make sure they're legitimate. We don't want to just come out here and say yes to the first agency that wants to sign us when we haven't looked them up. Like, yeah, look them up on IMDb. Do they have clients? Does that social media page like barely post anything, hasn't been active in a few years. When you ask people about them, they haven't really heard of them. So let's be intentional about what agents we want to be with and do our research. Hey, you stuck around. This is bonus tip number 6. I would say if you're moving here with no credits, you know, some people are moving from Atlanta or New York and they have some theatrical credits or some commercials under the belt. Awesome. But this bonus tip is for people who are really just moving out here, starting fresh. Nothing is on your resume. That is cool. That is also how I started. I would say the best agent to get first would be a commercial agent. This was my personal journey and it helped me get all my other agents. Now, why, Ashley? Why should I get a commercial agent? I know some people are like, no, but TV and film and theater and drama. I don't want to do commercials. 1, commercials pay the bills, honey. Let's be real. Number 2 is you don't need any sort of theatrical experience to get a commercial agent. For commercial agents, you just need a great pet shop because it's a look. You need skills, so whatever skills can set you apart that maybe not the everyday person has those skills. And you need improv experience. These 3 things are very obtainable to do here in Los Angeles. Improv, you could go to UCB, Groundling, Shared Experience, We Improv, like there's so many cool places to take improv at. And then for your skills, whatever you are proficient in, just have a clip of you doing that. So commercial agency, I would say should be your first agent you wanna focus on. And then once you get a commercial agent, you can start talking to them for advice about, hey, how do I get a theatrical? How do I get a manager? How do I get a print agency? So that is bonus tip number 6, is I would personally focus on getting a commercial agent if you don't have anything on your resume when you first move out here. Wow, so now you're like, Ashley, I'm finally in Los Angeles. What should I do? Here are the first 5 things you should do as soon as you move to Los Angeles. Check out this video here.